Good evening, everyone. T-Speaker 222 XRP Future Millionaire with the side bet on XML and Future Digibite OG. So I gave you the XRP video. It's time for the XML video. You knew I was going to do it eventually. As you can see, we got the lines back up. So basically, what I'm going to show you in this video, much like I showed you in XRP. Well, XLM's doing its own thing. So, but you know, I'm going to try to go through it like I did with XRP and try to figure out what we're doing. Because it did exactly what we said. XRP just did and formed. You know, now, that's what we have to see, though, guys. There's still another hour, so it's still hard to come on and be like, oh, this is, in fact, ahead. You know, because it still could technically pull up and form one more level. I'm just not, I don't know. Because from this part of the pattern, it would want you to believe this is a head and shoulders, right? Shoulder. Base comes up, finishes out like this, and comes down. Nothing wrong with that, right? Well, there's one thing. That'd be great, and this is exactly what I said was going to happen in this pattern right now. But if we go longer, it makes me wonder. Is it following the same thing as XRP? Because XRP to me is very clear what's going on. Is it possible that this is part of a longer pattern? Well, it's not going to go that high, but for all intents and purposes, let's just say. You know, because we technically did touch up there, so. You know, and then we'll find out. We're going to come down the head. We should hit the neckline. You know, probably around 54 to 58 cents. Somewhere in there. Now, if we come back down there, guys, and we make a bounce, one more relief rally, if we follow this pattern, it is in fact this. You know, because we're up there. We've got history now. We've got data that can prove my points when I'm talking about this now. If this trades like this for a while, up, down, it doesn't even matter which part of it. The point is that if that's the head. Well, it's going to come back down to here and bounce off like 58 to 60 cents roughly. 59 to 60 cents more accurately. Somewhere in here. So if you see a bounce off here and it gets back to 68 or 70 cents, you know that this pattern that we called, this long-standing pattern, it's the same thing with XRP. This is what I mean. It's long-standing. We've called this a long time ago. So basically what you're seeing here is just what I'm saying I think is going to happen because of the pattern. Let me get rid of this line. I'm going to go back to XLM, but here's my point. They kind of play off each other. So XRP, if that's the shoulder all the way, and we just came down and did whatever, we just came to here. What if, I'm not saying it's going to 215, I'm saying I'm comfortable with 185 or 188 to like 196 range. But what if that's what's going to happen? You know, I think I'm more right than I want to admit, and I've been saying this for 3 weeks, and it's kind of creepy how it's kind of playing into this whole, this is what I think is happening, and it's turning out to be nothing short of holy fuck. You know, just a little bit of DGB. I mean, Doge. The only thing we can keep saying, and this is what I'm saying, if you're not playing the long game on Doge, don't do it. Because there's probably a 75% chance before this bounces up, it's going to break through that 44-cent support. You know, right here. And I keep saying it. It's probably going to break through, not even 44 cents, because I have it at 42 cents, the support. So it's probably going to break through that 42 cents and have to gather more of a base. And I know it's going to suck for some of you guys that are trying to make a quick ride. But it may have to go all the way down still to 32 cents to gather that base, in my opinion. But I don't think it's going to get all the way down to 32 cents. So that's the good news. The good news is I only think it's going to go to here because that's where the true start of this formation happened. So I think it might have to come down to 38 cents. So if you're not playing this long or the way I am, and building up shares and want it to go down, don't be in it. It's at that point now where it's probably going to go down, so I'm going to tell you. You know, it followed this pattern beautifully, but look how far down my pattern goes if you actually follow it. It's got to go down to at least 38 cents. It's got to touch here. That's why I drew these lines out. And it's falling perfectly. But it does show it coming to a few cents almost. It should have went down a little bit farther when I did it. But when I drew it, it was way up here. You know, none of this green or red ever happened. It was this first line of green that had formed. But the point is, it remains the same. I need to talk about it because that bottom part is going to push us down to collect the base at 38. In my opinion, I'm not saying I'm right, guys. I'm just saying this is what I think based on what I drew out earlier. So let me clear some of these up. And I want to do a video before this happens. You know, but I'm talking about XLM. But if I'm talking about XLM and I have to bring up something that you guys hold, well, you have to see it because I've been playing these patterns out. So if I would have just did this, it would have made it more clear for you. But now, I'm telling you, before this happens to the next part. You know, that's how I had that side. But this side needs to come down to 38. And it's playing within that. I had it like at 39.2, but it looks better when it's at where I need it to go. And then you get, hopefully, what I would see, a reversal like that. You get enough base, and then you'll push up and form the W, which will ultimately be the bearish. It's like a lowing bear. It's a okay. So you have a bull flag on the other side. In my opinion, this is a hanging bear flag. I say that because when it pushes up after it takes its next dip down to 38 cents, which I'll buy 1,000 more. I might end up trying to get to that 10,000 shares with it if it goes down to 38 cents. I'm at 81.85 right now. I looked at it before I came on. That's the official number of my Doge. 81.85 at 0.437. So I'm at a great spot. And I want it to go down. I want it to go down to 5 cents again so bad. Maybe not 5 cents, but I'd like 15 cents. It's just not going to happen before it does this reversal. They're all working on a reversal right now for the final fucking rise before this great fucking fall. That's going to take most people out of all these coins. And it might even kill some of them. So, like I said, I only said this about Doge because if you have a weak stomach and you're not planning on averaging down when it goes down to the bottom at 38, doesn't seem like a lot in the drawing, does it, guys? But that's another 7 cents from here. So if you don't want to take that ride, I'm telling you right now that there's no secret. This has been like this, and I've been telling you this. You got to ride the pattern. That's why I drew those out all day today and yesterday. So now you can see with those in the 4 hour. I don't even have to do anything. I can just go to it and show you how it's following it. So this is up to you. If you want to drop 7 cents with me, because I am, and I have a 43.7 cost average, and I've been doing this every time it goes below it. But I'm not even close. Well, I am close. I'm 81.5, almost 82% to my 10,000 shares that I'm trying to get with Doge. In a short period of time because this opportunity presented itself, and I wasn't expecting it. So it's kind of like XRP again. So back to XLM. I apologize, but that was important information, and that's important stuff. So I think if you're asking me, well, in the short term, obviously, we created the pattern already. We did what XRP couldn't. We created the head and shoulders. You know, but from a long-standing pattern, this already has done everything we need it to. So when XRP, and this is the thing, though, when XRP makes its run, if this doesn't decide to go like this and go up, because that's still the same pattern. It's just the head's going up farther. That's the only debate we have here. Isn't if I'm, and this is what you guys keep misunderstanding. I've never wavered from what I'm saying. I try to help you in intraday trading, and that's why I waver whether or not you guys should get in for the intraday trade. But my patterns, I'm not wavering. The only wavering I'm doing about my pattern is if this head is going to form another part that gives it one more level. That's it. There's no other debate here. I have no other debate. The only debate here, so I can clear up the air, is if that's going to do that and then go up and create the actual head. That's the only debate. Whether this 77 is the top, right? Or, because this would just keep going like this for a while. is it going to come down like this, right? And come across and then decide to come up and actually form a bigger head? Maybe not to $1, but you know, what if it does come up to 90 cents? I'm not saying this is going to happen, but what if? That seems less likely to me than XRP, because XRP never made that move. So, but if XRP makes a move that big, but XRP's pattern's gigantic compared to, you know, it's gigantic compared to XLM. XLM's, well, it's big, but it's not as stretched out as XRP. Like, you can see that. But it's still big. That's why I think, you know, all this stuff at the top is in play. I think it can still go up higher. But it's very risky here. I've been telling you, when it was under 50 cents, I told you this is a beautiful position play with XLM. You would have made 25% easy. 30% easy. And you could let it bounce around right here if you so chose. That's what I'm saying. I'm telling you. But if this is the case, you got to remember, guys, XRP, if it's going to do this ultimate pattern, this is what I'm thinking in my head without always telling you guys, because I'm trying to help you with the intraday trading, but I hate when you guys misinterpret what I'm saying as me coming off my pattern, because there's no bigger insult than when people tell me that. It's like, hell no, I'm not coming off it. I'm just, do you want me to come out and do and then in the 4-hour candle every day, or do you want to hear some valuable information of what could happen? But don't get it twisted. I'm not coming off of my predictions, ever. If I was, wouldn't I be in all these? So just back off when you guys say that. There's like 100 people that always say that, and it's irritating. I mean, it's just, with XRP, you know, it can come all the way, guys. It could even come all the way back down to here to 118 again. The point is it's forming a head. You know, and I think, for me, comfortably, this is the area I think it can get to. And I've never come off of this. I'm just trying to figure out if we're going to create a next jump up for the ultimate top. That's all I'm trying to figure out. I already know this, Pat. I'm already right. So when you've seen the future, know the future, and you can see it on the charts, and you have the ability within your head to memorize and never forget the pattern, I know I'm right. I can see how it plays out. I have an abstract ability that not many have. Mixed with photographic memory, it makes me something special, next level technical analysis that only I can give. So pay close attention to this and understand, I've never changed my prediction. It's just the intraday trading, you have to change your philosophies based on the volume that comes in. But from a long-standing position, I've never changed. And I'm proving it to you through Doge once again. That's it. I don't want to go through all the ups and downs with all the rest, so I chose Doge because everybody was going to buy it on Saturday Night Live. I showed you guys how to do it from the top down. I've used 50% of what I had, bought it at 65 cents to play the up or down. I waited over 30%. Like I said, it was down 35%. Bought the other 50%, had a 47 that I bought it there, had a 55.5, 56 cent cost average. It got up to 56. I still took a $250 loss from the buy-in and sell because of the up and down charge. Or the upsell and the upsell, you know, and then the sell, or the buy up charge and the sell up charge. But I went to bed. I woke up. It was at 44 cents. I bought 7,500 shares, or 7,000 shares. Let it do what it was going to do. And during its time, when it was under 44 cents again, you know, I bought another 1,100 shares total worth of it. So now I have 1,185. So I have 8,185 at a 0.4378 cost average. So I didn't even lose money. I put in another like $100 to keep buying this. But I saved money on the way down after I sold it from 56 to make up for the $225 I lost. Or $250, and I showed you every step of the way. So when people want to be like, that's another thing. Oh, well, you know, if they say something about the Doge, well, watch the videos and all the videos. And I told you I was proving a point, and that's why I bought in exactly like that, so I could show you there's both ways, if it goes up and if it goes down. I even showed you the probability where it was going to tank. Buy the rumor, sell the news, and I bought it to prove a point so you guys could see it. And I even came on when it dropped, and I said, now you buy your next 50%. Then I said, I'm going to sell it at 56 cents when it gets there. Couldn't have been any clearer. And then I bought it in the morning at 44 cents. I told you I was going to buy it when it got to the bottom. And now we ride out the pattern to 55 cents. That's not the money I'm looking to make. I was up 650 bucks. I let it come right back down. And when it went down to 42 cents and all that, that's when I bought these last 300. So, you know, I had bought some when it came down. And then when it dropped down to the bottom, I bought a little bit more. And then when it came back up under 44 cents and right to 44 cents, I bought the rest. Because I didn't want to blow my wad if it was going to go past 42 cents. And I still could have bought, you know, like 300 or 400 shares if it was going to go down under 35 or 39 cents. So instead of buying them all at 42 cents, I had to sacrifice and buy a couple more at 44 cents because I wanted to see the pattern play out. Nothing wrong with that. It's right at my cost average. But I wasn't willing to pay over what I did. I didn't say, oh, I still want to get to 10,000 of them, but it's up to 55 cents now. Let me buy them more. No. I'll get to my 10,000 only if it goes below my cost average. That's how you play the long game. And I'm trying to teach you guys. And there hasn't been as much mocking because now, a couple days forward from all the mocking, it's like, holy fuck. You know, I really need to pay attention to this guy. And some of you guys who tell me to swear, not to swear as much, I'm sorry, but swearing is just a sign of an intelligent person. And if you can't handle it, I'm sorry. I hate to say it, but get the fuck out. Because I won't change. And I respect your opinion, but it's not who I am. So if you can't handle it or if it offends you, get the fuck out. No, I've never lied about who I am. I like what I do. And I don't obscenely swear for no reason. It just comes out, dude. That's just what I am. Not naming names because I've gotten it from more than 1 or 10 people. More than 50 people. So, but at the end of the day, you know, it ends up being a hanging W on my pattern. So, T-Speak at 222, XRP Future Millionaire with a side bet on XM and Future Digibyte OG. Pay attention to the charts, understand what I'm saying, and learn. You know, understand that you don't have to, just because you buy in at a position, if it's a 50-50 gamble, put 50% of your stack in. And then when you lose, you know, you got 50% when it fucking tanks, and you go by the rule if it goes down 30% or more, because you're looking for a spot where it's either a big rise or a big fall. And then when it gets down to the bottom, you buy. Who cares how far it is? And, you know, there's going to be a rebound about half the way back up. That's just how it works. It's going to wipe out a whole bunch of spots, liquidate a whole bunch of people, and then you get a bunch of new blood in. And then you sell while all that new blood's coming in when you cut your losses. And that's what I did. And that doesn't mean you have to get to zero. I went from being down $1,100 to down $250 by making a smooth transaction like I showed you. And that's how you cut your losses. You have to know, if you're going to gamble, you have to know both ways. That's why I'm good gambling. That's why I was good at Texas Hold'em. That's why I'm good when I'm doing stupid lineups, just because. So, just pay attention. We got a lot of shit going on right now. Like, a lot. Guys just got to pay attention. I put these videos out so often now that I'm trying the best I can to keep you informed. And the best thing is it's free. So, I'm not a financial advisor. Should you take my advice? No. But if the charts and what I just told you speak to you, you need to take it seriously. Stay blessed, guys.